Parliament for all the members of Parliament to debate. So because of the gaps which are unbearable, because there are too many and on very important issues, makes it difficult for this committee to scrutinize public expenditure with regards to Rufunsa Constituency Development Fund. So, for example, page 8, page 2, page 8, page 18, and the others that are financially related, there are no financials. On the bursaries, you have not exhibited the student head count. You have not exhibited payment vouchers. In some instances, on some projects, where we expected you to give evidence for example, the 3 projects for electrification, the Itope Rural Health Post, Kazembe Rural Health Post, Chinyunyu Rural Health Post, you bring us evidence for another project, saying example, like Honorable Mutero said, if you asked what is 1 + 1, then you go and answer, say, also 4 + 4 is 8. So those examples I've cited, and on many others that you have not mentioned, but we did scrutinize this document even before interacting with yourself. So there are so many gaps. So it is the decision of this committee, because we want to do a good job to save resources for Mother Zambia. We want to save these meager resources that were put to Rufunsa for the people of Rufunsa to enjoy. We want to protect these resources, want to make sure where the resources went. But in this fashion we are going, there are no indications that the money for the people of Rufunsa is safe. So it is the view of this committee that, or before I conclude, maybe since we are seated with a substantive chairperson, few comments from yourself.
Yes, just I will not comment on the interactions that have been taking place. I just wanted to comment on. I know you have done your presentation, but most of us at this stage, our eyes, because of age, it's a request that most of the councils, the tagging is a bit big, and because very easy to peruse. You do that. These are too small. Then the other observation that is critical is personally I've observed you wherever you have gone or you have been. There is this thing that you always refer to yourself. For instance, Chair, action taken by the controlling officer. This is Chirundu Council. I'll give an example. Chirundu Council, they will write action taken. This document is a council document. Yes, you are the controlling officer, but our belief is that this is a collective action. So that even when you are the controlling officer, we can ask his input or his participation. Now, we may want to learn further through the local government. The moment we are departing from standards, uniform standards, unless we are guided. So it's an appeal. We know you are the controlling officer, but why do you do things that are independent from all the councils, 116, or constituencies 156? So we see it strange. There shall always be a controlling officer. Even if you're not there, this one will be a controlling officer. We know. But it becomes a document For instance, I don't want to give an example of the president. That they will see this is the cabinet position. Who chairs cabinet? The president. And this is the National Assembly document or government document, or that in that case. They will not single out a particular office. I believe these are standards, those of us who have come now, that we are set. So it's an appeal. Unless you insist, you can do a write-up that me, I don't want to go this way. I want this way, and give a justification. But through the ministry, who are our guiding want, we want you to follow what your friends are doing. Because it gives us we are politicians, you are technocrats. You may understand better. But why can't you resolve it through the ministry, so that when they are making these changes and the systems, we know that now the way this thing will be addressed is this man. So I thought I should just comment on that. I will not comment on the interaction, the committee. This is a committee. You have seen some people ask, I'm the substantive chair. Tomorrow you'll find him. The way we operate in the Local Government Accounts Committee, it doesn't mean that in Nyambose, when he's there, that's when this Local Government Accounts will. I'm just privileged these people elected me. So I can today say, Honorable Mutelo, you are there. It is the same. And I'm bound by the actions and the decisions by this committee. One thing that I am very pleased with, this committee has always insisted, our role is just to scrutinize the compliance. The other thing that we should know is that besides being a committee, we are alive to the policies of government of the day. Now we are dealing with CDF. What does the president want? Or what is he saying about CDF? Which is the vehicle that CDF is using? You have seen him, eh? When we are here, we all look at what the policy of the president, his vision, then translate to what is happening, then guide you. Why did you do this according to the AG's office? We shouldn't be misunderstood. The best thing that you do is, what do you do every day to even not come to this committee? Because if you're doing the correct thing, my brothers and sisters, you will never appear. But the position is, you are working to come and answer. Even when you go back, you start preparing, how do we go this time? You saw that we are going to take it this way. Then we are missing the point. I always say, we have one Zambia. In these positions, we are just privileged. So what are we doing correct? You in your office every day, even ourselves, we have decided as this committee, which you should know, you are there. We are not going to allow people misapplying, neglecting their duty, the laissez-faire, failing to implement the projects when the president is saying a project should be implemented within the shortest period of time. That is our guide. Those principles from President Hakainde. We don't want what was there before. Those who are there, they are different. This one now is a new president and a new government. Now they have, Madam Speaker has constituted this committee. Go and check. Regulations are done by the ministry. Follow them. So I wanted just to help the chair by making those comments. Please, this committee is merely scrutinizing, and we go deeper. We read. If you check my report, even this one is coming. You see the 40. 02, I sleep to work for my mother Zambia. So even you, as you go as officers, don't go and start preparing for the next audit. Wait, the man has been given to you. If you're going to work, these auditors, they'll find that everything is moving okay, everyone is doing the correct thing. You will never appear. There will be one council in Zambia that had no audit queries. It will be Rufunsa. But the mindset, the background, the cultural things that we have come with, if someone is telling you you are doing wrong things, you go and camp and say, no, Why are they telling you this is not the way we are doing? Governments change. Can you also change your mindset? Committees change. We are now here with these great ones. For us is to highlight. We are not going to listen to anyone. As long as we were not there when you are misconducting yourselves, this report is coming from you. Are we there when you are being audited? No. This one is Mangango, me, I'm in Jasefu, Mitete, Pavuma is there. We are not there. Go and administer those resources. Give the people of Rufunsa, utilize them properly. You will never appear. But if you are doing wrong things, you come. I always say, Chair, we are going to tell the Zambians that here in Rufunsa they are doing wrong things. Meaning that don't do wrong things. The trigger will be. So we are in this together. All we want is to see a great Zambia. You are Zambians, we are Zambians. No personal issues. So an appeal through the chair that you just tell yourselves individually. Lastly, Chair, to be in this committee, I came from Joseph Mangango. Every moment I know, God has privileged me to represent the people of Joseph and Zambia. I come here. Even you, even when you meet in this manner as a team, you've come different and you go different ways. Do your work. Do your work. The Zambian people say in Rufunsa, CDF is being used properly. So I just wanted to give you counsel before the chair for today makes his remark. I said, no, let's follow the standard and appeal and give you a counsel to encourage you to do correct things so that the people of Zambia, they see. When you report 8 hours, 17 hours, what have I done today? Not that what has the Rufunsa done for me, but what have I done for Rufunsa? Then Zambia. I submit, Chair.
Thank you very much. So, CS, you have heard. We don't do things on our own. Even in this committee, we operate under the guidelines. So we do have even the limits. Even as we scrutinize these documents, there are things that we're expected to do. We are strictly guided by the rules and the regulations. That's why even as we are seated here, we have permanent witnesses from the Office of the Auditor General, Minister of Finance, local government. We also have staff from the Local Government Service Commission, your employers. They are seated because we want to do things within the law. So if we were to proceed in this fashion, like I told you, the way we scrutinize this document, we wanted to give you a chance first to speak to your document, but you didn't help yourselves. So we have no option. There is ZPPA Act that you are supposed to follow. There is Procurement Act. There is Financial Management Act. On top of that, there is the Local Government Act that you are subjected to. We have the CDF guidelines, the CDF Act. So as you appear next, come with the guidelines, come with the CDF Act. Because, Chair, we have noticed we are being lectured on the CDF Act, the document we developed ourselves as seated here. So come with it so that we'll be referring you back. Why I say so? In one instance here, in some instances here, on the equipment board, you are talking about the CDF Act or the CDF guidelines. When it's you yourselves who are supposed to procure, and you are the first people to handle documents, so we don't understand at what point the documents slipped from your hands to the beneficiaries. We don't understand. So come with the guidelines and the act so that we come and learn it together what is in those documents. So
just emphasize on that one.
Yes, Chair.
The guideline somewhere says loan beneficiaries, the council keeps document of ownership. Are we correct? So when you do that, you don't do that. As Rufunsa, you give people loans to buy chigayo, to buy minibus, to buy whatever. Instead of you, the council, procuring, on their behalf and keeping the document you don't keep. The auditors, they will come and say, according to the regulation, you are supposed to have kept documents of ownership. Then you neglect to do that. These people, they get the chigayo, they get the minibus, whatever property they have bought. They even get the documents for ownership, not with the council. The auditors raise a flag to say you are supposed to keep this. And that regulation was put in place deliberately to protect the money, so that those people, if they are not repaying their loans, the government has leaned to the documents. Then you don't do that, Council Secretary, with your team. Then you are queried. When this team asks you why you are doing that, you want to preach about the regulation, which we understand. And for your information, the auditors, they are merely checking whether you are following. And one of your queries here, you neglected. People, you give them loans, they take the ownership, the letters of ownership, everything. Then you are failing to recover. One of the chigai, you had to follow them and take it to police. But the documentation were given to them. That is gross negligence. So when you are queried like that, you are asked, why didn't you do this? What's the answer? So what did you want this committee to do? To allow you to do wrong things? That one we shall not do. We have resolved to follow religiously to ensure that sanity comes to local government. Those who are supposed to execute, auditor, procurement. When you are procuring, you are supposed to, these quotations, they are coming from Saro, you are going to procure and hand over the chigayo to the cooperative. Keep the document. If it's a vehicle, the white book, in safe for the council. Then they start repaying the loan. That money goes into the revolving account. The generator you give others. You keep a document according to regulation. So we are going to help the people of Zambia. If you are doing wrong things, we shall expose you so that they know who is wrong. Is the government giving you money wrong? No. You are the ones who are doing wrong things. So that's what the example is giving. I've just given you one example. So come with the regulations, we see. But these auditors already exposed you on regulations. And us, we are not there. We're just following these reports. And you write yourselves. So we wanted to give you a feedback so that when we come back to engage, you know, oh, those people. Because sometimes, because of, I don't want to use another, you wanted to tell the public as if this committee is unfair. No. It's only that change, people want to resist change. This committee will help you so that you know every day you are held accountable in your offices so that the people of Zambia can see the benefit of these meager resources.
Thank you. So the committee would like to learn, as you come back, how did the document slip out of you? Who went to procure? There should be evidence on paper, not a verbal explanation. Authentic documents. In short, everyone is saying we shall not agree to that habitat. That's the way it was, that's the way it is, and it shall continue to be like that. No, we shall protect the resources of the people of Rufunsa. We shall protect the resources of the people of Zambia. These are meager resources. We shall make sure funds are put to proper utilization. So we are sending you away, CS and your team. Go and do a good job. Go and reorganize your documents. We want all the evidences, not the way you have given us in this document. I withdraw immunity. Go and work for the people. Go and organize this document. We need it to develop as Zambia. We don't need to be going backwards. So you may take leave, CS and your team.
Well, there you have it. Rufunsa Town Council has been sent away, and we did hear through the Acting Committee Chairperson, Mr. Pavuma Kalobo, who has guided the Council Secretary on the requirements that the Council will be required to bring with them, as they will be guided on a day to make a reappearance. And still to make a submission is Chirundu Town Council. Keep watching Parliament Television.